nothing wrong being a London town in this windy city ain't dragging me down.
It's best for you guys to tell us as to how you guys got together.
To be honest, we got together as a band just over probably a year ago. We've known each other for a long time, which stems right the way back to Priestley College days actually. So, good college in Warrington. We all studied the arts in one way, shape or form over at Priestley. In fact, we used to come to this club 53 Degrees quite a few times back in the day.
Hazy moments.
Yeah, exactly. But we all went off kind of at various points in our career and found ourselves back in Warrington, you know, literally over a coffee at Christmas, you know, as friends do.
Yeah.
And it was a funny point really. Sam and I went away travelling. We wrote a song, Good Girl, in America. Yeah.
So we did a little stint in Chicago, and whilst we were there, just got to writing, and we had a friend, luckily enough, our producer still is our development producer, who decided to record this track, and so we released it, and then it became more like a support snowball, because the more people we started, you know, showing the song to, the more support and kind of motivation we were getting from other people saying you should really probably take this to the next step and develop music further. And we're kind of finding our feet, but we're having to do it fast, because we did this thing kind of backwards, didn't we? Like, we started writing the music, and then people were like, well, why don't you get some more, you know, studio time and write more music? And we did exactly that. And 4 or 5 songs later, you know, we've had since then BBC introducing have accepted us. We've got festivals wanting to request us to perform at their gigs and things, and we were kind of like, you know, now we're going to have to start gigging and get a band together. So in comes James Morris here, the silent assassin.
On the drums.
It was a really natural selection for James, because the same guy that works at Equinox, he's known you for quite some time, and I've, as I said before, in a haze, been out with you a couple of times and never even knew that this guy could drum.
Well, Seb was saying that he was telling me how about getting me involved with Priestley. And he was saying, you know that Sam we've been drinking with? Like, yeah. He goes, well, he's looking for a drummer. And so he got me involved, and then he turned around and went, didn't even know that guy could drum. Like, well, so,
no, you can drink.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely drink a little too much at times. But, so we got him into the rehearsal space, and I think you were away, kind of just, you know, networking and doing stuff down in London, and it was just seamless. Like, we got on, and you just kind of picked it up, and he's a really good drummer, to be fair, without stroking your ego too much. And from there, you know, we've now got a full 5-piece band, starting gigs. I think we start doing the gigs from October, don't we?
Yeah, we're aiming to kind of really share the music on a gigging level from October. We've been developing our live sound on the back of producing these tracks that we really care about.
Paris, Tokyo, never be the same as coming home. And though these reasons are hard to find, a town like this won't change my mind. Guess that I was born a rolling stone.
I know that you both have an acting background as well, and pursuing that for the last few years, but now music has gazumped that. It's taken priority.
I think so.
It's completely taken over.
I think so. I mean, the one thing we discussed earlier was the level of stress. It's still, there is a level of stress to the music, because you want to be heard and you want to express yourself, you know, positively, but as an actor, when you're on a film set or TV set, it's a very, very isolated experience. And since being in the music, we're getting such positive feedback, and you know, we're sharing the load and being creative together. It's a more enjoyable experience for me personally. I think it's a more enjoyable experience.
I have to agree with that. Yeah, definitely. I think there's just different things you can take from, you know, different forms and platforms. With music, like Sam said, it really is a shared experience. People, you know, people supporting that, and you feel that, and it really drives you on. Whereas the acting there is a level of isolation there. You drive yourself, you know, and there is fulfillment there, but it just is, it's very different. Yeah.
So what kind of comments have you been getting from since the EP came out? Sort of comparisons. You always get those. So someone needs to try to pigeonhole you guys to say what kind of sound Priestley putting out there. What makes you guys so different, so special?
I think it's because we've got a lot of freedom at the minute, don't we? And we just had someone blog us in London saying that like the sound that we're, what did she describe us as? It was like
it was almost like a kind of Mumford and Sons, meets an Avicii thing, which is like
I'll take
two
that
huge comparisons, miles apart. But yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll take that as a compliment.
I mean, the stuff that we produce tends to be quite positive. It is a positive, jovial vibe to it. I see us doing festivals, like summertime and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But in the blog, she did say like that we were kind of cross-gendering folk and kind of reinventing it in like popular culture kind of ways, which I think was our aim. I think we just wanted it to write and produce music that anybody could pick up and listen to and enjoy.
It's coming up real fast. This world keeps turning. How long will it last? We wondered how we rode down low. I saw the light in Tokyo. As far as
And especially since you guys are gradually expanding, you started bumping into each other and it's expanding, and since you come on board, how's that changed and how do you then incorporate what you brought into the band as well?
Well, as a drummer, it's a bit hard to say about having input for like melodies and lyrics and stuff, because at the end of the day all I do is just keep the band going, like the rhythm. But I do feel like arrangement, I like to think that I can give a bit of guidance, like let's go with like a pre-chorus here and like build it up here and stuff like that. But
Well, it's funny because I've been developing a new track called Misdirection. Our producer, who's been and sat in with our rehearsals, listened to the way this guy was applying, because he's not heard an EP because it doesn't exist on Misdirection, and he was like, I'm gonna probably go with what James was doing on the drums, because like your development with that song was your own and it was unique. So I think as far as involvement on getting your own ideas out to the tracks, it's definitely there.
these reasons are hard to find. A time like this won't change my mind. Is that I was born to do this.
Obviously, so your guy looks after your Twitter account.
Yep.
So what are the Twitters, the Facebooks, the SoundCloud? How do we find those?
Yeah, so if you want to listen to our stuff, our SoundCloud is www.soundcloud.com/Priestley Music. Matt is our Twitter guru. I don't know anything about our Twitter account.
Yeah, I've got a nice bit of experience with social media, and I enjoy it as well.
Yes, he does.
I do a lot, yeah. So it's if you want to follow us at Twitter, then you can do, and it's at Priestley Music 1, the number 1. And then the Facebook page is Priestley Music as well.